There are 5 simple ingredients you can stir into your coffee after 60 to rebuild lost muscle, boost energy, and regain the strength you thought was gone for good. You don't need to hit the gym. You don't need to lift weights. You don't even need to leave your favorite chair, because the truth is, if your arms feel like deflated balloons, if standing up from a low seat feels like climbing a mountain, it's not just aging, it's a lack of fuel. And your morning coffee can help fix that. Most people think coffee is just a wake-up drink. But when you add the right things, it becomes a muscle-building powerhouse that works with your body, not against it. Here's the problem. After 60, your body starts losing up to 8% of muscle every decade, even if you eat enough protein. Why? Because your muscle cells become insulin resistant. Nutrients can't get in, and without the right signals, your body doesn't know it's supposed to rebuild. In this video, we'll reveal 5 doctor-recommended additions that transform regular coffee into a daily strength booster. They're simple, affordable, and backed by real science. If you're watching this, leave a comment with your age, and tell us what's one thing you used to do easily that's gotten harder lately. Walking upstairs, carrying groceries, getting out of bed. Your answer might help someone else feel less alone and more hopeful. Now let's start with the ingredient that helped a woman open pill bottles again, after thinking she'd never regain her grip. Number 5 on our list is Ceylon cinnamon, not the sugary stuff on your toast, but the real medicinal spice that can quietly help your muscles absorb more of what they need. Most people think cinnamon is just for flavor. But after 60, it can be a game changer for muscle health, especially if you've been eating well but still feel tired, stiff, or weak. Here's what's really happening. As you age, your muscles become insulin resistant, meaning the nutrients you eat can't enter your muscle cells efficiently. It's like having a fridge full of groceries, but the door is stuck shut. Ceylon cinnamon helps unstick the door. Its compounds like cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols make your muscle cells more responsive to insulin, helping them finally absorb the protein, creatine, and amino acids they've been missing. Let's talk about Gloria, 68, from Georgia. She told us, I was eating right, taking supplements, but still felt like my muscles weren't responding. Her daughter suggested adding 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to her morning coffee. Within a few weeks, Gloria said her energy improved, and the foggy heaviness in her legs was finally lifting. And science backs her up. One study from Pakistan found that just 3 g of cinnamon daily improved lean muscle mass in older adults even without exercise, simply by improving nutrient absorption. To get the full benefit, make sure it's Ceylon cinnamon, Cinnamomum verum, not cassia. Add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon to your coffee. It adds a hint of sweetness, improves blood flow, and lowers inflammation quietly in the background. But cinnamon only opens the door. Your muscles still need fuel to grow, and our next tip is a form of fat that acts like jet fuel for your strength. And if you've been feeling unusually tired, even after a full night's sleep, there's something important you need to know. Because in tomorrow's video, we're going to uncover a hidden reason many older adults lose strength without realizing it. So make sure to subscribe and stay with us. Your comeback story is just getting started. Now let's move on. Tip 4 works in under 30 minutes and your muscles will feel the difference. Number 4 is MCT oil, a clear, tasteless oil that might just be the fastest way to fuel tired muscles after 60. Now, most people think muscle building is all about protein. But here's a little-known truth. Your muscles need energy to use that protein, and MCT oil delivers that energy faster than anything else. Let's talk about Patricia, 71, from Minnesota. She couldn't carry a full grocery bag without needing to rest. Her daughter even started talking about hiring a home aide. Patricia wasn't eating less, but her muscles felt powerless. She added just 1 teaspoon of MCT oil to her coffee each morning. Within 3 weeks, she was walking upstairs without getting winded. By the end of the 2nd month, she was doing her shopping without using the cart for support. Here's why it works. MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides. These fats are absorbed within 30 minutes, then sent straight to your liver where they're converted into ketones. Clean, efficient energy that your aging muscles prefer over sugar. Think of it as switching from old gasoline to jet fuel. Even better, MCT oil stimulates growth hormone naturally, the same hormone that helps rebuild muscle and declines sharply after 60. In one Japanese study, older adults who took MCT oil daily saw a 160% boost in natural growth hormone, without drugs, injections, or workouts. To start, add 1 teaspoon of MCT oil to your morning coffee. Stir well and slowly increase to 1 tablespoon over 2 weeks. And yes, start slow. Too much too fast can upset your stomach. MCT oil gives your muscles the fuel they need, but they still need building blocks. That's what tip 3 is all about, and it's something most people associate with skin, not strength. Let's talk about collagen. and why your muscles may be starving for it. Number 3 is collagen peptides, and if you think collagen is just for skin and wrinkles, this one's gonna surprise you. After 60, collagen isn't a beauty product, it's essential scaffolding that holds your muscles together. Let me tell you about Robert, 68, a retired electrician from Arizona. He couldn't open pill bottles anymore. His wife had to help him tighten light bulbs, something he used to do in his sleep. He didn't start working out. He didn't change his diet. He just added 2 scoops of collagen peptides to his coffee every morning. 6 weeks later, not only was his grip strength up 12 pounds, but his joint pain cut in half. Here's why: 10% of your muscle tissue is made of collagen. And by age 70, your body is producing 75% less than it did at 30. It's like trying to build a house with half the lumber. Collagen also strengthens tendons, the tough fibers that connect your muscles to bones. When those weaken, even strong muscles can't generate force. Now here's the cool part. When you add collagen to hot coffee, it becomes more absorbable. And when you pair it with vitamin C, your body can actually use it to rebuild tissue. That's because vitamin C helps your body process 2 amino acids, proline and leucine, that are vital for collagen repair. So here's what to do. Add 10 to 15 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides type Y and 3 to your hot coffee. Then either squeeze a bit of lemon juice after it cools slightly, or take 500 milliliters of vitamin C with it. It'll make your coffee slightly creamier and your muscles quietly stronger. But even with collagen in your system, your body might still ignore the signal to grow. That's where tip 2 comes in: a special amino acid that flips the muscle growth switch back on. Number 2 is leucine, the amino acid that tells your muscles it's time to grow. Now here's the problem. After 60, your muscles become less responsive to protein. You could eat a steak, a protein shake, or a full breakfast, and your muscles might barely notice. This is called anabolic resistance, and it's one of the hidden reasons older adults lose strength even when they're eating well. Think of your muscles like a construction site. You've got the materials, protein, collagen, nutrients, all delivered on time, but there's no foreman. No one's telling the crew to start building. Leucine is the foreman. Let's talk about Linda, 67. She was eating balanced meals, adding protein shakes, but her arms kept shrinking and her legs felt weaker by the week. Her doctor said everything looked fine, but she added 3 grams of leucine to her coffee. And within a month, she said it was like her body finally started listening again. Here's the science. Leucine activates something called mTOR, your body's primary switch for muscle protein synthesis. When leucine levels cross a certain threshold, about 2.5 to 3 grams, it tells your body we've got what we need. Let's build. Even better, leucine also helps prevent muscle breakdown, improves energy production in cells, and boosts insulin sensitivity, making all the other nutrients work better. To use it, add 2.5 to 3 grams of pure leucine powder to your first cup of coffee. It has a slightly bitter, dark chocolate-like taste, or you can soften it with a touch of stevia or monk fruit. Leucine flips the switch, but for your muscles to actually move, they need energy right now. And that's why tip 1 might be the most powerful of all. It's what fuels every step, every lift, every push, and it works within days. Number 1 on our list is creatine monohydrate, the most researched, most misunderstood, and most powerful muscle supplement for people over 60. If you've been feeling like your legs are heavy, like every movement takes more effort than it should, this might be why. Creatine is your body's quick energy reserve, the fuel your muscles use for the first 10 to 15 seconds of any action. Standing up, climbing stairs, reaching into a cabinet. And by age 60, your natural creatine levels can drop by 50%. That's why even simple tasks feel harder. Your muscles aren't weak, they're out of battery. Let me introduce you to George, 74, from Texas. He was ready to sell his house because he couldn't push the lawnmower anymore. His son brought him a container of plain creatine. George added 1 teaspoon to his morning coffee every day. 6 weeks later, he mowed the entire yard without stopping. 3 months later, he built a raised garden bed by himself. But here's what he said really changed. My chronic fatigue disappeared. I finally woke up feeling like me again. Here's the science: creatine doesn't just power your muscles, it also hydrates them. Helps prevent protein breakdown, and even improves memory and brain clarity, since your brain uses 20% of your body's creatine. And coffee. It actually makes creatine more effective. The heat helps it dissolve. The caffeine helps it absorb. And adding a teaspoon of honey that helps drive it into your muscles faster. Take 5g1 TSP of creatine monohydrate in your coffee each morning. No fancy versions needed, no loading phase, just consistency. Now you've got energy, structure, signaling, and support. But tomorrow night, something could quietly undo it all while you sleep. So if you've made it this far, You've just taken a powerful step toward rebuilding the strength, energy, and confidence that aging tried to take from you. Today you discovered how your morning coffee with just a few smart upgrades can go from a habit to a daily healing ritual. We covered 5 research-backed ingredients: a spice that boosts insulin sensitivity and blood flow, a special oil that fuels tired muscles and boosts growth hormone, collagen peptides that rebuild tissue from the inside out, leucine to flip the muscle growth switch back on, and creatine to recharge your muscles, sharpen your brain, and restore daily strength. Because after 60, building muscle isn't about lifting more weights, it's about giving your body what it's been missing. And that change, it starts with your coffee. If this video helped you, leave a comment with your age and tell me which ingredient are you most excited to try first, or which one surprised you the most. Your story might help someone else feel seen and more hopeful. Now, what if I told you there's one single ingredient that researchers say can help seniors rebuild muscle, even if they can't exercise? It's natural, affordable, and shown to help older adults gain strength and energy just by taking it daily. That's exactly what we're revealing in tomorrow's video. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and get ready, because your comeback isn't over. It's just beginning. Your future self is already thanking you.